That happy face you are looking at right there is that of Dr. Gary Donovitz. Dr. Donovitz is board-certified OBGYN, but his life turned a little bit here, and he's helping a whole lot of men and a whole lot of women. So welcome aboard, Dr. Donovitz.
Glad
Thank you for coming
in.
Dear friend of mine, Larry North, who's been on this show, introduced me to you by way of a phone call. You got to meet this guy, Doug. You two are like-minded. Here's a physician that says, boy, think twice about synthetic drugs. Use naturals whenever possible. Age healthier, live happier is the name of his book. And I love what this book says on the cover. Avoid over-medication through natural hormone balance. Welcome aboard. Teach me a little bit about hormone balance. We talk about bioidentical. We talk about, dare I say, unnatural hormone balancing, synthetic hormone balancing, and then natural, and you chose the natural way. So teach us a little bit about different ways of balancing our hormones.
Well, Doug, it's really quite simple. Your body always made testosterone, and a female testosterone and estrogen, and even the thyroid, it made thyroid hormone. As you get older, what's happened is your hormones start decreasing. Well, what we did was we started supplying people with synthetic hormones. But think about it, your body never saw synthetic hormones. So the responses weren't quite what we expected. And there was no way to really optimize. Nobody said, hey, how do we get to optimal again? That's where we were when we felt our best in the 20s. Couldn't we do that again? And I said, sure, but you can't do it with synthetics. Yeah. So what we do is we use bioidentical, meaning they're plant-based, but we create the same hormones that the testicle or the ovary was producing. And then we use little small pellets. They look like little grains of rice. Put them back in the hip. They only do it a couple times a year. 2 or 3 times a year is all you have to do it to maintain the same levels, the same optimal hormone levels that you had in your 20s. And wouldn't that make you feel better?
Thank you. And I'm thinking when I first learned what Premarin was, pregnant mare urine, I got to scratching my head. Is that natural? But something like yam is an antioxidant. I mean, it's good for you as opposed to bad for you. What kind of results are you seeing in men and women that are having these pellets, are they?
Right.
Little tiny pellets put in them.
Yeah, so we take the small pellets and we put it right in the little fat of the butt. Doesn't hurt, it's just like a shot actually. And here's the thing, short-term benefits for men and women, better energy, sleep better, actually can lean out, lose that belly fat. Sex drive in women is much better, and sexual performance in men is much better. So those things are all occurring on the short term. Long term, you actually improve brain function. So you're thinking clear, less brain fog, and you're protecting your brain cells. So you reduce your risk for Alzheimer's. You're protecting your bones. More than 50% of people are going to develop osteoporosis after the age of 50. Why do we want to wait and treat it? Why not prevent it? And look how rampant diabetes is, mostly because we're all overweight. And wouldn't it be better using diet and using hormone optimization so that we wouldn't be overweight and we wouldn't develop diabetes? Protection to the heart, still the #1 killer for men and women, heart disease. And what are we doing? We're using synthetic drugs that don't work. They've had 20 years to work, and yet they're not working. And then what about the breast in women? Everybody worries about breast cancer. What if you could reduce breast cancer using hormones, not increase it? What a novel thought there. And we can do it, and do it in a big way. And prostate cancer in men. Why wait till you get prostate cancer? Why not reduce your risk for prostate cancer and then not have to have those dangerous surgeries that men take all the time, using robotic surgery, and then develop impotence and all these other problems? What if you could prevent it?
Do you know Richard Ablin, Dr. Richard Ablin? Yeah, sure. He's the guy who founded the PSA test in 1970, and he wrote a book, scathing book, you know, about prostate cancer and how it was mugged, the test was mugged and taken away and turned into a prostate cancer test. But so many men had a high PSA and ended up on synthetic hormones, and their life became miserable. What you're teaching in this book and your work is that, yeah, some people may need to supplement their hormones, but you don't need to do it the pharmaceutical way.
Right, and if you do it the pharmaceutical way, there's all kinds of problems. Yeah. Number one, when we use Premarin or pregnant mare's urine, we realized there was all kind of problems, but not realizing it was a synthetic hormone, nothing like what you were producing. Your receptors in your body are looking for a hormone that was exactly like it was being made your whole life. And that's why bioidentical hormones are better, with less side effects, and actually the benefits way outweigh the risk.
Dr. Gary Donovitz, you can get more information, folks, by going to the website you see right there, BioTE, BioTEmedical.com. Thank you, sir, for coming in.
Thanks, Doug. Thanks for having me.